This is the ARPA Sevan tunnel that I explained before. That's the Lake Sevan. This is schematic. So they built this tunnel about 48 kilometers long, and they took a river which is near ARPA, which is near Jeremy, and they decided they're going to bring the water into the lake. This is a masterpiece of engineering, you can say, and water flows with its own gravity. There's no pumping, no other thing flows in. And just as I mentioned before, this is the cascade, which generates electricity. 7 different turbines there, which are hydro turbines that generating electricity. And that's the outlet of ARPA where it goes to the Sevan. Sevan is back there. Once they started operating it, they realized that the capacity of the tunnel is much more than ARPA river can provide. So there was a room for more water going through it. There was some issues before. It was vacuuming there, collapsing it, but that was fixed afterward, and there was an extra capacity. So they decided to bring the second river in, and that was the Vorotan River, which was needed another 21 kilometers of the tunneling to bring the Vorotan and to join to this tunnel to bring it to the Sevan. That work started in mid-80s, but unfortunately halfway through they stopped it because of the Soviet Union collapse and earthquake and all that, and there was no money. During 1994, there was Armenian government went to the World Bank and requested money to do a master plan for the Lake Sevan, which included finishing this tunnel. I was invited. I was in a meeting with the World Bank, and Armenia were trying to explain to them why we need this to do. And their question was, well, what happened to this river? Well, so the river pretty much dried down downstream. Well, where does it go? Well, it goes to Azerbaijan. And Armenian side was saying, well, so what? Doesn't water will go there. The World Bank couldn't comprehend. They said, no, you cannot stop this water. And it was about like 2 or 3 days of the argument, and afterward the World Bank said, no, we will not finance that because it will affect the downstream and all that. Even that, Armenian government, from other resources, they built that. And today it's operational, and that's one of the reasons why lead is raising on its level. Now, as I said, lowering the lake has its problems, but it was not only the problem. And only about 7% of the sewage in the towns and villages around Sevan has been treated. The rest of them just flow right into the lake. If you go and see Gavar River, it's black. And you can tell when you go just walk around in it, it smells, first of all. And then you can see pipes just dumping raw swirl, right into the river, and the river goes to the lake. There was a plan starting in 83 or 84 to build what's called a collector. It was supposed to be a pipeline, 24 inches in the diameter, around the Sevan, and it was going to collect all the sewage from the different cities, and they were going to bring in 2 large treatment plants to treat. Again, collapse of the Soviet Union and earthquake, that plan never materialized. Those pipelines were around the Sevan for a long time, but they're gone now. Besides that, we also allow fertilizer and cattle waste that goes to Armenia through the rivers and the streams into the lake. Heavy metals from industry is another issue. And one of the main things is amount of nitrates that go to lake. This is the best food for algae, and then that's causing them to grow. And the other thing is a good amount of phosphates get into the lake. A phosphate is a main killer of fish. Fish cannot survive on phosphate. Now, as I said, raising the water is good, but it has its also other sides which have some effect, and then trees get into the water. When level was dropped, Armenian government decided to build a forest in the south part of the Lake Sevan, and that's near the Vart in this area. If you go there, you see those forests are now quite a bit of nice strong trees. Most of them are poplar trees. But as the lake comes up, they go into water, and with the water, the tree cannot survive. They draw it, and it gets more pollutions there. This used to be the beach. If you go to Sevan right now in the summer, there's not much of beach left anymore. There's some private beaches in the very small areas because they're all down under the water. And you see some of the trees left like that, This area used to be the beach there. So it has both sides of the point. At this point, I'm going to show you a short video, and after that we'll continue our presentation.